lines. Begin the Rankings Olympic ceremony by lighting the torch. Did you bring the torch? Do you have the torch?
I don't have the torch. I thought you brought the torch. Snoop
No.
Dogg had the torch. We gotta hold on.
Yeah, I saw him running. I thought he was running. He was supposed to be running here, but he ended up. He was in France.
Yeah,
he was so far off.
Give me a second.
We're nowhere near France.
Give me a second.
It's a different continent. You calling him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Snoop. No. We said down the road, not Boudreaux. Like it's literally you took a plane.
Yeah, you did not need to take a plane.
It's a 5-minute walk down the road.
Yeah, no, we just needed to borrow his torch. That was it.
What did you do with it? Oh, you're smoking. Okay. That's like somewhat acceptable.
That's pretty hardcore, man.
He's smoking with it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
But how are we gonna start the ceremony then? Welcome back to Rankings, the show where we rank things.
The show where we record for 16 minutes and
then it didn't record the audio. Don't worry. The only thing that we did in that time was we read each other's 10 and 9s. So we're gonna do that again, but we
should we do it in rapid fire?
Well, we got predictions. We did do predictions.
Yeah.
If you just want to repeat what your prediction for mine was.
What did I predict? I don't remember what I predicted.
I predicted for you that you had volleyball, and I think you predicted for me that you said football, like soccer.
Yeah, I did.
You said I had soccer.
Yeah, I did.
So Lewis guessed that I had soccer at 1, and I guessed that he had volleyball at 1.
We should banter for a little bit just to get the episode rolling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I actually
let's get into it.
No, it's okay. That was a good bit. I was gonna say I actually know someone with an Olympic torch.
Do you?
Yeah, it's in his basement.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. Actually, he's downtown right now because it's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
Shout out! I'm gonna text you. You've met.
Yeah. Why does he have an Olympic torch?
I think it's from like the Vancouver 2010 ones.
What? That's a really good one to have.
Yeah, I don't remember how he got it. I think like
he stole it.
He didn't get it. I think his dad did.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Still though.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You know how much some of those are worth? Fucking ridiculous.
I could steal it.
I could steal that.
I'm going to steal the moon. And I don't know, man. I don't know. We're doing Olympic sports.
Olympic
Summer
sports.
Olympic
Summer,
sports.
yes, the summer ones, the ones that are in the warm weather.
Can you tell we're rusty? Oil can.
He's rusty.
Oil can.
I'm greased the fuck up, man. I feel good.
I am lubed and ready to rank.
I'm so lubed up right now.
Did you start or did I start?
You started.
Okay, my number 10 was golf.
That one sucks. My number 10 was artistic swimming.
Very different. I said golf because I was saying that golf was not that interesting to watch on TV.
Yeah.
But I think it's more I don't find golf that interesting to watch on TV, but I think it's more interesting when it's like instead of just this guy who's really good at golf competing against this other like people who are really good at golf. It's like, oh, these are the countries in the Olympics competing at golf. That makes it more interesting to watch.
Golf is funny to me because I think it's really, really funny to watch for the commentators.
Yes. That
just
sounds
because
so hard to
everything-
commentate golf.
It's so quiet. So it's just they're there and it's like Terry Pierce is on the green. He's got to make this putt to secure par.
I've just gotten a text on my phone. Sherry has signed the divorce papers. I am now a single man. Oh, and he makes the putt.
Yeah, and then he's just like they're just watching. You just hear, oh fuck, that's devastating. It's just like you hear the entire crowd just go, oh, and everybody's so calm, other than the golfer who's snapping his putter off of his knees,
like
just
Happy
fucking,
Gilmore.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah.
Like punching his like 13-year-old fucking like what are they? Their caddies?
Oh yeah. When I was young, I wanted to be a professional golfer, but that's a very hard business to get into. So now I commentate. I'm not good at yes-anding anything. It's a very difficult time.
Yes, and
I live out of my van.
Yeah.
Four par here.
Yeah.
Just like
wow, a wonderful 400-yard drive.
They should add
into the bush.
Oh, and here he goes for the drive. He's hit it. And there it goes. Ah! Fuck!
He loses the accent.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Oh my god. How could you do that? Holy shit.
a glass eye. You hit my real one.
I'll get back to it.
Oh, you hit my real eye. My one working eye.
So it appears that he's hit a commentator. This is like talking about himself.
Very handsome man has just been struck by a golf ball.
Ow.
I do think I'll require an ice pack.
Require an ice pack. Does anybody have a cold water bottle?
Could you fetch the frozen peas from my cooler bag?
Yeah. Does anybody? Yeah. Frozen peas. I can't top that.
They should add mini putt to the Olympics.
They should.
I would dedicate my fucking life to being great at mini putt just to compete in the Olympics.
That would actually be hilarious.
And now for putt golf.
I saw something recently that was like mini putt.
I also saw something recently.
I guess that doesn't make me very special, does it?
Yeah.
My number 10 was artistic swimming.
No, but that is a good pick. We were talking about this.
You have to be
you'll never know.
Physically fit.
Yes, it's very
to do that shit.
Yeah, you have to have great coordination. I was saying I don't have good coordination. I trip over my feet when I walk. It's.
I also feet over my trip when I walk.
Yes.
See, I can't even talk
Bars
or walk
or chalk. But so my number 9 was.
I'll just stop.
That also almost rhymed.
It did. Well, it does kind of like maybe.
My number 9 was shooting, just because I was like, I find it interesting. I find it interesting that amongst these Olympic sports, there's the one where it's just like,
like. I was talking about how like I used to do shooting at when I was in cadets, and funny story from then. There was a kid who was a good amount younger than us. Obviously, I won't name names because I don't fucking know this guy anymore. But he was a bit of a joke. And we did our shooting in the Legion. Yeah, that's where we did it. So they would open up the Legion Hall and we'd sit all the way down range, and then that was how we do it. So we shot towards this tarped wall that we would put up, and that behind it,
because bullets. Fun fact: bullets don't break tarp.
So we were using
obviously, no, they wouldn't give you like actual like.
No, we were using just
here's
like
a live gun, kid.
Lead pellets. Yeah, exactly. So we were using like lead pellets that were like, it would still probably embed itself in your skin.
Yeah, but it's not like a bullet.
It's going to stop
yeah.
if it hits a tarp. And then behind the tarp is just a coat rack. But up at the very, very top, right by the roof, is a photo of the Queen and the King right beside each other. Well, this fucking kid shot the Queen.
Oh my god.
He fucking shot the Queen. And that's not even a bad shot. That is the difference between this and this. Like, that's not... He didn't fuck up his shot.
No, he was
just went,
aiming for the Queen.
No, I'm going to shoot the Queen. Smash! Just shot the Queen down. And
Damn.
I'm like, wow, this kid actually just shot the Queen.
That's crazy.
Like, listen, I'm no monarchist, but goddamn, I don't know. Dude, that kid was fucking crazy, man. He was a load of work.
I'm no monarchist. I much prefer sun-kissed.
I'm no monarchist. Do I look like a butterfly? Butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah. Moonlight, yeah.
Butterfly is what you do to your toast in the morning.
Butterfly and some pie.
Yeah.
Add THC, I'm high. Take a look. I did a cook. Sometimes, and this happens at work a lot, because like I feel like the one thing everyone does at work is you're just constantly bantering.
Yeah.
You're just constantly like joking. And sometimes I start saying things because I'm just like, my goal right now is to be funny, but I have no plan. I've just started with like I'll have it where just like then like I get interrupted by something and someone will turn to me like, what were you gonna say? And I was like, I don't know. I normally just start and I'll figure it out when I get there. And when I don't know if you watch it, you could see the panic in my face of like, how am I gonna rhyme with look? What am I gonna rhyme with look that's related to pie?
Yeah.
It's just like I'll get there.
Dude, I'm not very good at rhyming shit like on the fly. If I actually have the time to sit there and
like
do
we've done some riffs.
You're way better at it than I am. You're also
that's
very
nice
good
of
at
you
like
to say.
off the top of the head comedy. I have to sit there and think about a joke for 5 minutes before I say it.
Hey, but you know what? Like if do what you got to do to craft the joke you want to make. Speaking of jokes, by the way, you might notice that we don't have bedrolls this time because this isn't in this. We didn't acknowledge this. We both brought.
Yeah, we brought grunsters.
Yes. Yeah. No, we brought.
Unleash the beast.
Yeah, grunsters, Wazowskis.
Oh my god! It's telling me to take my pants off. Oh my. Unleash the beast.
It's like your name specifically, and to take your pants off. I just wanted to get through my day with some
I just needed caffeine.
So you're number 9.
It was handball. Yeah.
Yeah, handball. It's like it's simple, but it's good. It's like it's not overcomplicated with anything.
No, I like having my hands on balls more than I like kicking them. So
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Handball.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, my favorite part about handball is spilling my hand out. Like sometimes I say things and then I'm like, and now I'm gonna put this on the internet.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
But someone out there is gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, man?
Dude.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm kidding.
I should also address my journal for today. I was saying this before. I don't have a notebook anymore because I ran out of space in my old one. So I'm writing on this old envelope I found in my backpack. It has my signature on the back if you want
Dearest Rankings.
So it's
number 10.
Send. Put a comment in if you want me to mail this to you. It's so funny. What's your number 8?
My number 8.
Let's get into that.
My number 8 is a. I remember watching this in
New territory.
Oh yeah, we haven't been here yet.
No.
My number 8. I remember seeing this in I think the last Summer Olympics, so that would be 2020.
2020, yeah, which
Yes.
actually happened in 2021.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Why I remember it. Like okay, and were they in Japan?
Yeah, it was Tokyo.
My number 8. I have surfing. I remember watching surfing
cool. Yeah.
on for that Olympics
Yeah.
because I remember because also it was such a weird time. So me and my friends were in like a call. We were like playing games, and then one of my friends was like screen sharing the Olympics, and it would be like 3 a.m. because that's when all the shit was airing.
Yeah.
At least for us here.
Yeah.
And I remember just watching surfing, and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Who is winning? How do you win? They're all just there's crazy waves and then there's no waves. And
So
I was just
I'll
like,
explain that
but
to you
know
later.
What? I had a great time. You'll explain it to me later.
I absolutely will
Is
because I
surfing
do
your
have
number
surfing
one?
on my list.
Is surfing your number 1? Fuck!
I have surfing on my list for sure.
You were rad like that,
I didn't know you were chill like that, dude.
Yeah, dude. Shocker, bro, dude. Yeah, surfing seems chill.
My number 8 is also like a pretty chill, pretty cool sport. BMX racing, dude. Because
The biking and the boarding stuff, I feel like is not that big in the Olympics. So I
It's
respect that you
not,
put it on.
but
Probably
I-
because
I-
they have like X Games and stuff.
yeah, but I also think it should be way bigger because it's also just like some of that shit is like way harder.
Yeah,
than,
it's
You
impressive.
can't tell me that like I'm not gonna put shame to any of these other sports because these are super athletes. If you're in the
No,
Olympics,
this is all
like
of
you're
these
all
are
very
impressive.
talented. Yeah, but you can't tell me again something like shooting. You can't tell me that that's more difficult than learning like consistency in like BMX or like surfing, as you said, or skateboard. Like those are all ridiculously like you have to have so much strength.
That's the thing is
For
that
those.
like with the Olympics is I feel like there's a lot of these where it's just like you look at it and you're like, obviously I can never do that.
Yeah.
But I think there's some that people, and myself included, I'm only human, where you look at it and you're like, that doesn't seem so bad. Not that I'm like, I could go compete at an Olympic level, but you're just like, I could do that.
Yeah.
And writing the list, I was like, no, you can't. No,
That's
you
what
can't.
I've always thought about
No, I
with like
can't.
sprinting.
No, I can't.
So when I think about sprinting, because there's not even like a lot of things, especially with like being like a lot of the board sports stuff like that. There's like a lot of mental that goes into that as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
You have to be you have to be in such a good state of mind. Sprinting, you don't even need that. You
Just
have
go.
literally 10 seconds where you're running.
Get there.
Yeah, and that's it. There's no mental. It's not like you're a long distance runner. There's no endurance training in terms of your head. A lot of them do other sprints, but I think the max that they end up doing is like 400 meters. That's one lap of the fucking track, and then even like again, that's less than a minute.
I think this is like anytime I compliment myself, I'm always like, this is my toxic trait. I think I've gotten faster. I think I'm
I have
way
to.
faster than I used to be.
I think I have to. Yeah.
Partially probably because I've been running a lot more, but like not like running like to sprint, just like
Yeah.
running, like like jogging or whatever. But like even like when we were celebrating my birthday and we were going back from the bar, and every time people started running, I was like, fuck, I lost everyone so fast.
Oh,
I was like,
I hated every single second of that because that was long distance. That wasn't just sprints.
yeah, it
That
was
just-
many. It was many sprints. That's fair. And it was also like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And so like that makes sense. But I just like there's been a few times now where I've taken off running and I'm like, I think I could beat people that I couldn't beat
Yeah.
before. I think I'm quicker.
So it's something like that where I'm just like, yeah, like I understand that is a difficult sport, and obviously you're very talented in order to be able to run 100
Yes.
meters in like sub
For
10
sure.
seconds. That's fucking incredible. However, there's other things that require so much more training and so much. There's so many different aspects of training to fill in.
Exactly.
Where it's
yeah,
like
like
this-
BMX, there's a lot of just like you're saying mental of
Yeah.
just, and because a lot of it, it's like there's a state of focus you got to be in. There's a lot of coordination that comes into that.
A lot of these runners can do like long jump, different sprints, all these different events, hurdles. A lot of these runners can do all of these, right? Or in all these.
Hurdle is in the Olympics, the one where you guess the song.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
dude.
Add Wordle to the Olympics, you won't.
But and then like so there's that, but then there's also like in fucking BMX riding, they're just focused on that.
Yeah.
Like even I'm pretty sure the BMX racing guys, I'm pretty sure they don't do the actual like the BMX tricking. But I put the racing in here because it's like wild. You know how much like they don't pedal. It's all like force.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
They can use the force.
Dude, they can use the force,
That's
bro.
crazy. That's got to be cheating.
Anyways, it's super cool to me because it's just like
Yes.
that's again fucking insane. I know that I was watching a video earlier of like, do you know that Dr. Mike guy on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, he was reacting to sports injuries, and there was one where like a guy fell in a BMX one in like Tokyo. It wasn't that bad of an injury. He fell. He got a concussion and fucking.
fell
In
and
the
died.
grand
It
scheme of
wasn't that bad.
things,
He's fine.
well, in the grand scheme of like, he didn't go over like the ones like what was it in 2016 or 2012 or something like that, where the woman or the guy snapped his fucking leg.
Oh, shit.
In gymnastics, like he landed wrong and his leg just went whoop.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't cover any of that
I've
shit.
never
He just
broken
covered
a
like
bone,
concussions.
and I would like to keep that.
Dude, it's not fun. I broke my wrist when I was an age. I don't remember.
When I was a different age than this
Yeah,
one.
a younger one actually.
When I was a young boy. Okay, good. Yeah. My number 7, which what was you guessed that I had football at number 1?
Yeah.
I have it at number 7. Because
Damn.
football is the big, like football, like soccer, is probably the biggest sport in the world. It had to be on the list.
Yup.
Our lists are always biased, obviously, because
Yup.
that's it would be a lot less fun for us and everyone watching if we sat down and always tried to like factually break down a legitimate. But I do sometimes consider stuff like that where I'm just like, soccer's fucking huge. I have to include it, and I like watching soccer. I do enjoy it. I feel like in the Olympics, if people are or if I'm watching it with like friends. Because like when I'm at home, my family just has it on all the time, so like I catch what I catch. Yep. Sometimes I'll stay and watch. If people are like, "Hey, we're gonna watch the soccer game," then I'll come and watch it. If I'm just like walking past and the soccer game's on, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like after the fact Google like, did we win? No. Okay.
When FIFA exists too,
Yeah,
where
there's
it's
also
like the
some-
FIFA
yeah.
World Cup is so much bigger than winning a gold medal in
Yeah.
the Olympics for soccer.
It's just one of those
There's something in my eye. Oh,
sadness
yeah.
because you got your prediction wrong.
Yeah, and you definitely beat me in your prediction.
Hey, let's go.
'Cause
Who saw that
I
coming?
do have volleyball on here, but
Let's go. It's higher than 7.
it's higher than 7. Well, my 7 is artistic gymnastics for the same reason as I did artistic swimming.
Oh.
Except they're just it's even fucking crazier.
Yeah, no, that shit is
Like that includes like the pommel horse, like the bars.
yeah.
Like
Again,
that shit's-
insane control over
Oh Jesus!
your limbs just to be able to do that. You know
Also,
how many
that
times
shit
I've gone to
scares
like
me.
grab something from the counter and I just hit my hand on the counter? It's like, oh my god, did I just learn how to use my body today?
You know the issue I have? Walking around corners and just running into the corner of
Yeah.
something. I'm like, how the fuck?
I do that too.
How do I do that?
I think I move. I think part of the reason I'm always stumbling over myself is I think I move very erratic. I think I'm like
you surprise your own brain.
yes, like a fucking squirrel. Because I have a coworker that is also like he's always moving like that too. And I see how, and I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's how I look. That's how I look. It's just
Yeah.
like I'm just like literally like a fucking squirrel. Like I think that's why I'm like obviously I'm not like always moving like that, but like when
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something, I'm just like. I move with my thoughts. I'm like, I'm doing this. No, I gotta grab. No, but I'm gonna. And I'm just like, I'm bouncing all, and I just bump into myself or shit or people, like stuff, not literal
Yeah.
due to feces, but like just like
Not
things.
actual shit.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, come
no
on, dude.
shit, dude. Yeah, that stuff's all very impressive to me. All
It's fucking crazy, man. I don't understand how they fucking do it. Like, I really don't. I remember doing like some gymnastics in public school.
I was gonna put a gymnastics on here and I forgot.
Yeah.
So I back that.
The one that I didn't put on,
'Cause it's impressive.
which is also really impressive, is the rhythmic one.
Is that the
where it's
ribbon?
It's like the ribbon. Yeah, like, it's like the ribbon, but it's on the it's floor basically. It's like where they do all the jumps on the floor.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's really, really cool.
Imagine, I feel like if I was a gymnast in the Olympics and I heard someone break down my event to just, it's when they do all the jumps on the floor.
And they get like medals for it and stuff. I don't know. It's like cool enough.
Yeah,
It didn't make my top 10 though.
I can do a somersault. Where's my fucking medal? So I actually don't know if I can do a somersault. I
can't. You know why I can't?
I'm too tall.
Yeah, my body is too long. My body's
okay?
too long.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
know what? Also, same actually. I also have that issue as well. So
No, it's just because I move like a square block. So it's like when I go to do the somersault, I get up on my head and then I just go donk. Like I don't roll. I just and right to my back, and then I don't roll over.
I haven't
either.
tried to do a somersault in years. I have no idea if I still. If we were filming this one outside, I would try it, but I don't want to do it on like wood.
I was probably shorter even last time I tried it.
Damn.
I was probably maybe, I don't know. I haven't grown in a while, I don't think.
I wish I could shrink so I could do a somersault again.
I would like to somersault.
When you wish upon a star, to be sure to do a somersault.
Is it you now? Number 6?
Yes, my number 6. So I wrote this one down because the other day I was watching it on TV, and this one thing completely won me over. It was hilarious. I was watching water polo.
Really?
The penalty box for water polo is in the water.
Come on.
So I'm
You're
looking,
just sitting there soaking.
Yes. So I'm watching this wide shot of them playing water polo, and I think it was women's, and there's just this one girl in the penalty box, just like so. There's like the net, like the net. And so there's like the outline of where like the playable area, and it's not just the whole pool. Yeah. So then there's a little bit behind it where there's a little square sectioned off, and this one girl just
treading water.
Yeah, it's just to take.
They don't even have a seat for her.
Yeah, just go let her sit somewhere. Like, why is the penalty box in a hockey? The penalty box is not on the ice. They're.
I wonder if they get in trouble if they like hold onto the side or something. I wonder if that's actually
because there's not even wall. There's not even wall because it's not. It's not,
just a box in the water.
It's just like you know when they have when they're racing in swimming where they just pull out that band thing.
Yeah.
It's just like that little square a part of it. And I saw that and I was like, that is so fucking funny. And I never played water polo. I had a lot of friends that played water polo in high school, so I watched a few of their games.
I was like, I'd want to play it.
It's like,
it looks like it'd be fun.
It's like handball, but in water. Is basically what it is.
It'd be a lot of fun, I think.
So it's a funny sport, and I will never not think that because of the penalty box. But I saw that, and so as soon as we decided we were doing summer events, I'm like, I gotta put water polo in there.
Water polo,
that image of just that girl just sitting in the water, just can I play again, please?
Yeah.
Like, bro, why can't she get out of the pool?
My number 6 is one that I think is just so cool, and you got to be so talented to do, and it's so wild. But also, how do you get into this sport climbing? Just running up walls.
Professional rock climbing?
Yeah,
That
professional
shit is
Spider-Man-ing.
cool as fuck. That's so cool.
It's fucking ridiculous how they scale that shit, dude.
Yeah. It's
fucking
like
ridiculous.
Have you ever seen like professional tag?
Yes.
That's one of those things where it's like cool. You took something that was like fun as a kid and like you found a way to like, because you know when you're a kid and like everything is challenging, right? So everything feels a lot like whoa, like that was crazy, I did that. But then like as you get older and you like look at a rock climbing wall, you're like, I just gotta get up there. I can do that. So finding a way to make it more difficult, like to kind of scale it with
literally just running up it.
Yeah, it's
they
crazy.
Move so quickly.
Yes.
With
hauling ass.
No blocks. There's nothing on those walls. There's like 2 blocks on each side in the span of a person, and they're just fucking like it's a fucking ladder.
That's crazy.
Like, imagine if these people actually dedicated their time to, like, have you ever seen those people that, like, climb skyscrapers?
Yes.
And they can just climb the outside of skyscrapers? That shit boggles my fucking mind. Because you know what they do? They find a crack that is this fucking thin. Yeah. And they just wedge their fingers in it and just go, yep, that's enough for me to make it up this next 300 meters.
Yeah. No,
and
that's crazy. The fact that, or people who do, like, rock climbing in nature.
That shit scares me,
I'm
man.
like, I don't know how
they trust like these little clamps that they put into walls or into cracks in the rock, and then they just let it go, and then they're just like, "Yep, that's got me."
And even if you do fall, right? Like, okay, maybe you're like suspended, you didn't plummet to your death, but like also these are just like natural rocks. So how are you supposed to? The cats aren't even here, and I'm covered in cat hair. It's like you're not like confirmed that you're in a spot where like, all right, I'll be able to recover.
Yeah.
like, and also if you fall, you're probably gonna slam into the mountain.
Yeah, most likely.
So yeah, props to them for professional climb, because that's very impressive.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's so crazy.
My number 5, I added this because this is pretty kick-ass. I have archery.
That is really cool.
Archery is I think I'm very impressed by it. It's also very entertaining to watch. It's one of those ones where it's like pretty short and simple, where it's like you get the premise when you get there. This arrow, he's gonna shoot it at that board, and the more in the middle, the more good. And it's like, all right, cool. Let's watch.
Archery is like one of my favorite Wii Sports Resort sports.
Yes. That is one of the best ones in that. I will back that up.
Yeah, no, it's a really good Wii Sports Resort sport. I enjoy that a lot. I know you know that.
Yes.
I enjoy that one a lot.
Yeah. You know how Wii Sports Resort Archery, someone out there has to know how they have like all the secret things you can hit on all the maps.
Secret things that you can hit on every single part of that game.
That's true.
There's genuinely secrets everywhere
Yeah.
in Wii Sports Resort. Nintendo likes Easter eggs a lot.
You know who else likes Easter eggs? The Easter Bunny.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Predictable joke. Get him out of here.
No!
Get him out of here.
It's like a net falls over me and just like pulled off, replaced by a completely different
comes
person.
out from the side of the.
So Mark, what's your number 6? Just like, yeah. So I had
like the old-fashioned cane comes out from the
yeah.
side of the fucking.
I did that completely wrong. As the cane, I went like this, and then I went that way.
Snap your own neck.
Yep.
Oh god.
That was so horrible. That's not what I was trying to do at all. Oh my god, he's dead.
My number 5 was diving. Diving of all sorts.
Diving?
Dude, diving is so cool. Especially like the synchronized divers. Have you seen that?
Where they jump and then they're just like...
They do yeah, exactly. They do the flip and then they land in the water.
Was that spot on?
That was spot on, dude.
Cool.
You just did like a full
He just
flip.
like hold up like a 10. It's like,
Yeah.
I knew someone was gonna do it today. I knew someone was gonna mimic a diver, so I've been carrying this around with me all day.
But no, I like that specifically. Again, the synchronized diving, because that's fucking crazy to be able to do a dive, which is just an unnatural human thing. Anyways, we are not supposed to be in the air flipping around.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
all right.
That's actually my calling.
It's the only time I feel truly free.
It's crazy that they can do that in sync with somebody.
Yeah.
All like same height,
skill,
everything,
like, crazy amount of skill and
my
just like body
fucking
coordination.
God, man.
And also like the chance of belly flopping, man, that would suck.
Yup. They actually fun facts.
Ow, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. Everything hurts. Ow. Just like on the Olympics, just like getting out of the pool.
And then you hear it like you do in like, you know how
Like
you
a
can hear them
kid.
talking sometimes
Oh,
in like the
yeah.
broadcast, but it's like really far away and like really quiet. So you just hear, oh my god, ow, oh my god, holy
Yeah.
shit, oh.
Like a little kid. And then I jumped off the diving board.
Yeah.
And then I hit the water. And then
So fun fact, in diving, they actually have, you'll see in the diving pools at the Olympics, they have these little jets of water that spray out to right underneath where the divers land. And that's actually to soften the blow if they do fall in the water. It disturbs the water.
They also have 8 snipers at the top, that way if it looks like they're about to hit it real nasty, they can take them out, put them out of their misery before it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine? Looks like he's botched it. Looks like he's going to be getting up and then just...
But no, apparently like the only thing that actually hurts about water is like the surface tension and the fact that it is just flat.
Yeah.
And so if it's disturbed, it just doesn't hurt. Which is kind of crazy to me.
You just go up to the water and you just go, hey, tarantula tastes like crab. And then they'll be all disturbed.
Shout out our last episode.
Yeah, I told that to a coworker actually. I was like, because she said something. She's like, that was like something I was like, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, actually, the other day.
If you guys haven't seen last episode, it was very disturbing.
Yes.
You should go
Milk
watch that.
Webkins. That's all I'll say.
Milkins.
My number 4, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like I only put this high because
I feel like
of,
I ate with this one.
yeah, not gonna lie, kind of serving with this pick. This is also very much motivated by like Mario Sonic Olympic Games and also Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Number 4, I put boxing.
Cool. Okay.
If nothing else, it is so easy to just watch and get invested. With the Olympics,
It's also really easy to know the rules.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's knocked out. He looks like he's dead. Yeah, he lost.
Hit that guy until he cannot be hit anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like...
Do you think Jake Paul will make the Olympic team at some point? I thought about this when
No,
I
'cause then
saw
he's gonna have
Olympic
to box
boxing existed.
boxers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
He's sitting there. There's like a piece of underwear up there.
yeah.
He's boxing
I'll
boxers
join
now,
the
dude.
Olympics, but I want to box people from the other events. Give me one of them gymnasts. I want to box them.
Yeah, that's like one of the new sprinters being like, can you bring Usain Bolt back? He's really old now and probably can't run very fast. I'd like to face him. Yeah, he used to be good.
Yeah, no, let me race him now. Let me race him in water.
That's like being a baseball player and being like, yeah, can you have Babe Ruth pitch to me? He's fucking dead. Yeah, huh? Wait, is Babe Ruth dead?
Probably.
He's old.
Bro,
he was
baseball
old, right?
players in that time, they ate
Is Babe Ruth
steaks
dead?
for every meal, and they smoked cigarettes constantly.
Babe Ruth.
He's definitely dead.
Oh my god, he died in 1948.
Yeah, it was gonna say
He's been dead for a while.
He's definitely dead.
I didn't know he was that old. What the fuck?
I think he died young because
Oh,
again,
he did. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, not that young though. He's born in 1895. Babe Ruth was born in the 1800s.
How old was he when he died? I can't do the math on that. 50 something, right?
Yeah, it would have been 50
That's how
something.
that-
53.
That's young.
Not for not for those times.
I think so. I feel like people
They didn't even know diabetes existed.
in the 40s, people definitely were probably living.
They couldn't even help tuberculosis at that point.
Well,
Which just like isn't even a threat now.
well, I wasn't there and you weren't there, so I can't be exactly proven wrong. If you were from the 40s, were people like what age did people tap?
From the 40s.
Yeah, what age did people tap out at?
Why did he die? Why is Babe Ruth so important? Dominated baseball, achieving never before seen stats. It's probably because
Yeah.
baseball was just invented. I think
it's like the thing about Babe Ruth is that it's like, yeah, he was the greatest baseball player at that time. However, he was not that
it's
good.
been almost 100 years. Actually, it would have been like 100
boxing.
years since he played. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's
Babe Ruth played 100 years ago?
I remember watching a movie when I was a kid. I couldn't tell you what it was, but this guy had Babe Ruth's bat. There was like a talking bat and a talking ball. That's all I remember about it.
Huh.
And this kid had someone wanted it and he had it. I don't remember what it is. If you remember what it is, tell me because I want to watch that movie.
That
again.
fucking blows my mind. Something was telling me that was like if Babe Ruth died, it was maybe like the 90s or like the 2000s.
Didn't Picasso die in the 90s?
Yeah, Picasso's actually a lot younger than you
Yeah.
think. I actually, fun fact, in
I
February,
am Picasso.
yeah, in January, February, like somewhere in there, I saw some never before seen Picassos.
Oh yeah.
When I was on my cruise, yeah,
yeah.
I saw some never before seen Picassos that his daughter had released from his estate for sale. When I was on that cruise, I went to some art auctions just because I enjoy art, not because I was going to buy art. I do not have that kind of money. Yeah. I also didn't realize the kind of art they were selling. This was real art auctions, obviously. And I was sitting around some pretty old fucking people with obviously some old money. And they whipped out these new, at the last show. They whipped out these 3 new Picassos that nobody really ever seen before. Like 8 other people in the world had seen.
Like a game reveal. Just like,
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah, dude.
Picasso.
Champagne.
You're number 4.
Holy shit, that was a long tangent.
Nah, you're
my,
all good,
My
man.
bad. My number
Why
4.
are you it's a podcast. That's the goal.
That is kind of true. Soccer.
Soccer, kicky ball.
Kicky ball.
Again, it's good.
Same kind of reason. It's the biggest sport in the world, and the only reason it doesn't hit like my top 3 is solely because it's not as cool as FIFA in the Olympics.
And I feel like with soccer, like what I was saying about boxing is I feel like boxing when they the bell goes, the ding ding, and then it's like you're invested. It's action until it's way easier to just like, because the thing about the Olympics is that like you're just kind of like it's kind of like a very brief streaming service of just like, hey, here's every sport people really good at it, pick the ones you want to watch when they're on, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the thing about soccer is like I already see a lot of soccer year round, so I kind of want to watch something different. And also, I feel like soccer has a lot more lulls. And so it's like if I'm going to sit down and watch some Olympic things, I want to watch something a little bit like maybe something like a lot more like action heavy.
Yeah.
And it's not that soccer isn't, but just soccer can be very slow.
Yes. No, it's just kind of, I don't know. I like watching it. Like, I don't know if Canada has a men's team this year. I know we have a women's team that got caught cheating.
Yes, starting off with -6 points.
-6 points, fucking incredible.
So
and as I was
disappointed.
saying before, we are one of the best female soccer teams in the world. I don't know why we felt the need to cheat.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. We had actually one of the best female soccer players in the world was on the Canadian team. She just retired, but she, like we genuinely
Maybe
had
that's
one of
why
the
they
best
cheated.
teams. I don't know. Maybe they just thought they couldn't play without her.
Yeah.
I don't know. But fucking kudos Canada for getting -6 points right out the gate.
Yeah, great way
We're
to
lucky
start
we
the
didn't get
Olympics.
kicked out. Like, honestly.
Yes,
Like,
actually.
fuck, we're lucky they even let us fucking play.
Yeah, because the Olympics are very, very
I think they
strict,
sent some of the
very
coaches
strict.
home.
That would make sense.
Yeah, because wouldn't fucking blame them.
Yeah. I just feel like it's not worth it to cheat in the Olympics, because then if you win, you didn't win. You didn't win. I feel like if I was an Olympian and I like took like performance enhancing drugs and then did my event and then won, the guilt and shame I would feel for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because you make money off that too. You know that when you bring medals home, your country pays you.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, at Canada you only make like $30,000 I think for a gold medal, which in the grand scheme of all the other countries isn't an insane amount.
And also just $30,000. Like, don't get me wrong. If someone was like, "Hey, here's $30,000," I'd be like, "Wow, thank you. That's an incredible amount of money." However,
really cool.
you can't like,
and
now
especially
I
if
can
you're
retire.
If you're a really good Olympian, like you make a good chunk of money off of the Olympics. But there's other countries like I saw.
If it's like a teamed event, does everyone get that much, or is that some split amongst?
I think they all
team.
I think they all get it.
Okay, that's good.
I think so. Kazakhstan, you know what they give out?
No.
If you get a gold medal, you get a 3-bedroom apartment. If you get a silver medal, you get a 2-bedroom. If you get a bronze medal, you get a 1-bedroom.
That's pretty sick.
Isn't that a fucking great way to do it?
That's a pretty good
Canada
deal.
should fucking do that.
Yeah,
I would get into the Olympics immediately.
Yeah.
I'd be bringing
The way
home
to
as
solve
many
the
medals as
housing
I
crisis.
can. Yeah, solve the housing crisis
just
by
join
giving
the Olympics.
Olympians houses.
My number 3 has already been said. I put sport climbing because that shit seems cool as hell.
I figured I was like, I thought about guessing that, but I was the one that told you. I was the one that told you about it, so I was like, that's cheap. That's a cheap shot. So I didn't do it, but
that was my logic too. Is that you were hyping it up, and I was like, oh, I feel like it's got to be high up for him.
yeah.
But I like
it's so cool.
It's just it's one of those things where it's like I was saying with soccer, where it's like I can watch a lot of these sports year round. Show me something interesting. And show me something different. Yeah. Not that the other ones are not interesting, but just show me something new. Mm-hmm. And that's so cool. Mm-hmm. Competitive rock climbing. Fuck, I'm so on board to watch that. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can climb quickly. Yeah. I think I could climb a wall if I'm like fastened
I actually
in.
really like rock climbing.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy it.
I feel like an idiot though when I'm doing it.
I looked at getting a membership at like a gym in the city when I first moved because I was like, I need a hobby that's outside of the house. I need to go and do something active. That's not because I fucking hate going to the gym, so I don't want to go to the gym. But I really, really need to get something that's active, right? And something that I can dedicate myself to a little bit. So if I get a membership somewhere, that would push me to go like every week to like a rock climbing session. And I really like rock climbing, so I was like, maybe I'll do that. Holy fuck, is it expensive? Holy shit. Like I can't even warrant. I was like, this is something for my own mental health, and I can't even warrant spending money on it. Yeah. For my mental and physical health, and I can't warrant spending this amount of money.
We did it in high school. We had it where
we had a rock wall in our high school actually. Yeah,
it was brought in, so it would be like if you had a gym class, like so mine was in the rec leadership class. So like it was normally one day a week we were doing a gym thing, but it was like, hey, for this week, sign the waiver, pay the $50 or whatever. They're gonna bring this walk. Wow, let me try that again. They're going to bring this rock wall in, and couple other things, and then we just did that for the week. And so we did that in grade 9 and then grade 12, and it was fun, although I always feel like in the harness and in the helmet I look like a fucking idiot. I look so stupid. And I want to take this off now. The only redeeming part is that everyone looks stupid in the helmets. It's just, well, not everyone, but I feel like most people, especially like back in high school, I had like long hair too, and long hair and those helmets don't look well together.
You're telling me?
Yes, actually, I'm preaching to the choir.
I actually recently I did like a ropes course back home that like some of my friends they
those
work
are
at
so
it.
Cool,
so much fun, and they got us in for
climbing
they got us in for free, and so they let us go. Like you've met my friends Katie. No, you haven't actually met them. Katie and Maddie. Shout out Katie and Maddie. Anyways, they work at a place I won't say where.
They work in the trees, man.
Back home, but they brought us in for free, and they let us climb around and have fun, and they showed us the course. Ton of fun. Had a great fucking time. But then also, what was I going to say? When I was in cadets, we went on a trip
to the trees, man.
How old was I? I want to say it was a whitewater rafting trip. I want to say I was like 14 or 15, and my buddy Logan and I, we were there, and they let us do this rock climbing wall that was at this place. It was just outside of Ottawa, and it was one of the ones where you have a friend. What's the word for it? Belay. A belay. You have your friend belay you?
Yes, yeah.
And so it's their weight and yours.
In high school.
Logan and I are fairly similarly weighted, but oh my god, I hated having him down there, being the one holding me up. There was a few times where I was like, because like I enjoy rock climbing. I don't think I'm horrible at it either. Like I think I've always had just good grip strength. I've always I've been good at this. Yeah.
Every time I see a clown, I see his nose and I do.
Yeah. That's me with just animals in general. Anytime I see my anytime I see my cat's face, it's
That's true. That's true.
No, I didn't like having my friend be the one in control of my fall.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like there was one time where I fell a little bit and he
that's
actively got pulled
That's what
upwards.
having friends is like. Is that it's like I trust this person with my life, but in situations like that, you're like I don't trust this man at all.
No,
I
once
just
you get into a life-threatening
trust.
situation, you're actually like, oh no, I don't know.
No, I don't. I want anyone else.
Yeah, I don't know about
You're
that.
not because but that's the human experience. You're number 3 now, right?
Yeah, my number 3.
Yes.
Is it
volleyball?
It's beach volleyball.
Oh.
Yeah.
My number 2 is beach volleyball.
Is it really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So let's yap about beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball is just as a sport.
So
it's
fucking
really
cool.
fun.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really fun to
Awesome.
play.
I haven't played volleyball in so long. I want to get back into sports in general because I always
So do
forget
I.
that adults can play sports as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I always forget that because like I played sports as a kid and now that I'm an adult,
It's harder. It's harder to
it's
to organize and find. And
way harder. And I know that there's leagues out there, so it's like I need to get back into it. But again, it's like sometimes it's expensive, and I can't necessarily warrant paying for a spot somewhere where it's like I don't know if I'm actually going to
be able to make it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But beach volleyball is one of those ones where it's like so fun, and if you can find a net somewhere, play with your friends.
Who's a net?
Oh my god, net.
She's really good at volleyball. Me and my friends, whenever we're at the beach, just not often, but
Yeah.
like about every summer now, we've normally had the chance to just like set up a net, play volleyball.
Yeah.
It's so fun, and so it makes me. And it was like I was saying with the video game sports earlier, where I was like, well, I had fun with the game, so then it made me interested in watching it. It was like I have fun playing this with people, so now I want to watch it. It's always just it's just
just like
high action. You know,
playing
it's like,
sports in sand is also just really fun. Like if you're at the beach playing
you can
sports,
dive and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And then you
that's-
cut yourself on a nail, and then you get tetanus. You know, it's just like it's a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually something that he didn't get tetanus, but my buddy did. Like we were playing beach volleyball, and he steps, and then he's like, there was a fucking just a rusty nail in the sand. And I was like, oh, cool. Glad we were playing volleyball here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But volleyball's
fuck.
just one of those sports, where it's just a lot of action. Like once like the play starts, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, the whole-
Yeah, I was watching beach volleyball literally yesterday. I was watching Italy versus Qatar. Italy versus Qatar. And wow, was it so cool. Like some of the rallies, it's like they're
just fun
so
to
athletic.
watch, yeah.
And it's fucking crazy that like first of all, that 2 people can control a court on either side like that. That's fucking insane
also
as well.
what's so impressive about it. Yes, that is a very small amount of players.
Yeah.
And your number 2 is next, but I feel like you'll see some like a lot of similarities
With
in
your
my
number
logic.
1?
Yeah, with my number 1.
Okay, cool. My number 2, because you're right. I do get biased here, and this is something I've always had fun doing.
Archery.
No.
Oh.
No. Archery.
I don't know. We talk about archery.
That's true. No. This is in real life. I've had fun doing it. Skateboarding.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been skateboarding since I was like 6 years old. I love skateboarding so much. It's all like that's the physical activity that I do get at.
and that's a recent addition to the Olympics, right? Like within only the past like maybe 10
fairly,
years.
Yeah, like 10 years, yeah.
For like
I feel like it got added in 2012, like London.
Like it has been a while since it was added, but in this grand scheme of the Olympics existing,
Yes.
it's a new addition.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially the summer, like happening every 40 years, right? So, dude, such a cool sport. Like X Games. So this is where like, because I was talking about FIFA and how FIFA is cooler. This is where I differ. Is where like I feel like skateboarding was something that needed to be added to the Olympics because it's like just to be justified as a sport, first of all.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a lot of people didn't justify it as a sport.
Yeah, it doesn't have that like legitimacy as
Yeah,
or
but
at
it's
least
like-
I would say most people are skeptical of labeling skateboarding a sport.
Yeah, but like it's the opposite from soccer, where it's like if you're a huge soccer fan, you watch FIFA, right? You watch FIFA anyways. You don't watch the Olympics as much. If you're a huge skateboarding fan, or sorry, how am I trying to word this? Sorry, if you're not a huge soccer fan, a lot of the times you'll watch FIFA anyways, and that's how some people get into soccer, where it's like
But you probably won't.
You probably won't.
There's the chance you won't give a shit about the Olympic one.
Odds are you'll see it on the Olympics, and you're more likely to see it on the Olympics and just be like, oh, fun. Whereas skateboarding is like kind of similar or kind of different, where it's like if you're not into skateboarding, you're not ever going to see X Games.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's how I need to word this. If you're not into skateboarding, you're never going to watch the X Games. If you're not into soccer, you're still going to watch FIFA.
Yeah, you'll catch because and that's also just because like it's promoted more and it's more accessible.
Exactly.
But, like, yeah, like if you're someone who is not really interested in the world of like of skateboarding or like biking or any of that, then you're probably not because like you have to go out of your way to seek out the X Games and stuff. Like you have to go out of your way versus during like the World Cup and stuff. Like you throw on a sports channel, the information or a game will eventually come up that day if it's like obviously if it's happening then.
Yeah, so like
another killer explanation by me.
And skateboarding, like X Games isn't even like the biggest one. I would argue like the biggest one is the Street League. That's I think the one that a lot of skateboarders actually watch because street skateboarding is the most interesting of all of them. That's what you get out of I believe that's what you get in the Olympics is where like they're actually doing like because there's multiple different kinds of skateboarding. There's vert, which is what like Tony Hawk was known for, which is like the big fucking ramps.
Yes.
There's obviously
it's also green in French.
Yeah, it is. There's like mega ramp events, which is like very similar, where it's huge ramp. You get a jump off the big ramp, and then you get a jump off the big half pipe at the end, and then that's your score. But street is where it's like you've got all the stairs. It's like a regular skate park, and then you just have like a run, and you do your like 2 minutes or whatever. You get as many tricks in as you can, and then that's your score.
Oh yeah, so it's like
really
it's like the gymnast ones where it's like where it's like you start here and you do,
or it's like the difference between like in skiing how you know how like they have like
you go down the hill and then you do all the things and then it's like
and then that's your score.
Yeah.
Whereas like.
And that's impressive. That's fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone who goes is going to be like similar but different.
Yeah.
And there will be the one person who royally fucks up, and you're like, oh no. I feel like the Olympics is the only time I'm like that in sports. Because normally, like if I'm watching,
think about all the work to get there, and then you fuck it up.
And a lot of them are so young too, so it's just like, oh man, I'm rooting for you just because I want, like, not with every Olympian, because I don't know enough to just say that, because I passively watch the Olympics. But like when I'm watching like an NHL game, I'm rooting for the Leafs, and I don't really give a fuck what happens to the other team.
Yeah.
But in the Olympics, like obviously I'm rooting for my team to win. But when you see like especially like a young person mess up in the Olympics,
they're all like our age, sometimes even younger.
Because like you worked so hard and then you get there, and then like their story is they made the Olympics,
4 years
and then
left, or four more years. You don't even know if you're gonna make it to the next Olympics. Like
so
I think of people who are like,
it's so heartbreaking.
If you're like 24. Right, and you're
good for
like,
you.
Good for you if you're 24. But if you're like 24 and then it's like you're getting old for your sport, and you know that's your last Olympics,
that's true.
Like, because you got another 4 fucking years, man.
They're like they stopped getting like the expiry date. Is young.
That's why like Ronaldo and Messi both have to retire because they're old as shit for soccer, dude. They're so old. Ronaldo especially. But anyways, like skateboarding is just so impressive to me, especially like. Not having a board attached to your foot. Like again, I've been skateboarding for a long time. I can't skateboard nearly as well as anybody. Even like it took me a long time to even get good at my own like local park when I was growing up. I can't imagine the amount of work that these people had to put in to learn all these tricks
level,
and to not even learn the tricks, because it's one thing to be able to learn a trick and be able to land it a few times. To land tricks like that consistently, And I see like some of the best skateboarders in the world are like 14. It's fucking ridiculous. Where I'm just like, dude, you don't even fit on the board.
I'm really good at ranking things. So
yeah, no, that's my Olympic sport. If there's ever an Olympic sport for ranking things, you know who your Canadian ambassadors are.
Exactly. My number one.
I
alluded that it's similar to beach volleyball for why I like it. Do you have a little guess, just like an off the record guess of what my number one?
It's like smaller teams. You said
smaller teams, high action.
Give me a sec.
A lot of just like you throw it on, you immediately like just able to figure out what's going on.
It's not going to be tennis.
I would say it's also, well, no, that's going to throw you off actually. So I'll just say it's not very similar, but similar to beach volleyball.
With small teams.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of all the sports. Is it? Did you put the 3v3 basketball in your?
No.
There's no way you did. Okay, I was going to say.
Was that?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I put table tennis at number one.
You did put table tennis. Holy shit, really?
I
thought about saying that, but then I was like, do they do teams or do they?
Table tennis is my favorite in Wii Sports Resort. It's my favorite one there, and it's just so.
Mine too.
Yeah, it's just and so in the Olympics, it's always just really fun to watch.
Crazy.
Because table tennis is shit that you have like your uncle has in his basement, and you go and you like when you're over there, you're like, oh, play table tennis. So it's just like watching it on an Olympic level. It's just like it's just fun. It's just fun to watch,
dude. So I was watching it last night, and I was watching this Hungarian woman play this German woman. Yeah, she's German. This German woman, her serve was so funny. Okay, so she
served.
So I don't know what they do. They get so close to the table, and they're like this far, and she's like this, and she's like looking, and she bounces the ball a little bit on the table, and she's like
doing that.
She bounces the ball a little bit on the table, and she's like, okay. She holds her paddle, and then she just fucking fires the ball into the air, and then it's just her like this for, I shit you not, like 2 seconds. I don't know how fucking far she was launching that, way off screen, dude, but firing it into the air. I'm like, why? And then the serve that she would deliver too, because it was so calm, was so quick, so fast. Yeah, she would just be like, and it would fucking hundreds of miles per hour easily.
It's cool. It's a cool sport to watch. It's fun to watch.
It's fucking
fun to watch.
Crazy.
I think it's underrated as an Olympic sport.
The reaction time you gotta have.
Yeah.
You're not far from each other. You're this far apart.
It also just sounds fun. Like when you listen to it and you just go like, it's silly. And that's, I feel like if you look at a lot of my lists, I feel like you'll notice that that's like how something gets ranked highly by me.
Like the
Is
silly.
it silly and goofy?
Yeah.
Okay, sign me up. I'm down for tomfoolery and shenanigans.
I like things that are just cool. Obviously, I've been into skateboarding for a while, so like that helps
makes
me with
sense.
like action sports and stuff like that, because I get into action sports. Can you guess what my number one is? I think you know now.
Well, you've already said biking. You've already said skateboarding.
I think you know now.
Is
Because
it-
there was one that I said that is going to be on my list later.
Oh, archery.
No.
Have you said archery?
No.
You didn't have it on there?
No.
Really? Okay. You said it would be on here.
I did say it'd be on here.
And
I said we'd talk about it later.
oh, right. What? Oh, fuck! I forgot.
You definitely got it. It is like an extreme sport, I guess.
We talk about it later. I
And
remember.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. It's the only sport not happening in Paris. It's happening 9,000 kilometers away from France right now.
Oh, field hockey.
Nope.
Okay, I give up.
Surfing.
Oh. Right.
Surfing's my number one. So I'll explain to you, because I said I would explain the rules to you.
Yes. Right. Yes.
So-
okay, but we were talking before we were recording about field hockey.
Yes, we were.
Okay.
So surfing, I didn't know the rules either. Yesterday was the first time that I'd watched
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, I don't know any more of the words.
Surfing USA.
Inside, outside.
But so I was watching it the other day or yesterday, and I was like, okay, I really want to understand how this is rated, because I was like, I don't really understand the point system so far.
No, me neither.
So I searched it up. It's actually really cool how they do it. So first of all, they get 3 people, and they all go out into the surf zone, which are marked by these 2 little buoys, and then there's judges that are up in this tower in the water, right? And that is where like there's like a reef basically, and that's why the waves get created right there. And so they sit out there for 30 minutes, and you can catch as many waves as you want, right? Your best 2 runs are what qualify. Okay, and then there's 5 judges. They all will rate your score, and then the lowest and highest score get taken off, and then that's how they determine your average, and that's it. That doesn't really matter much. But they rate you on, number 1, this was one that I thought was really, really cool, your ability to catch a good wave. So if you see a wave coming along and you get a big one, you get like a really difficult wave and you ride that out, let's say you do nothing, no technical tricks, anything like that, you will get a bigger point, like more points than someone who rode a smaller wave. So it's your ability to catch a good wave.
Yeah, high risk, high reward. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're only marked for points. You're only marked on things that you do with your hands off your board. So you'll see when they drop into the waves, they hold onto their board so they can lean into the wave, but then they'll take their hands off the board, and that's when the scoring starts. So basically, if they come out of the tunnel, that's good. And then if they can do more tricks as they come out of the tunnel, that's also really good. And if it's on a big wave, that's how you get a good score.
I wish I could surf. That seems so fun. Have you ever?
Would love to surf.
Do you know? Yeah, that especially. I feel like not that like it would be like 1-to-1, but I feel like the pipeline of skateboarding to surfing would be much easier than not.
Yes,
from just starting from scratch.
I would think so, but it's also a way bigger board.
Yes, and it's a way different terrain. But I feel like just like the balance part of it, I feel like that would carry the same way that like if you can skate, that will help you learn to ski.
So, fun fact: the Great Lakes are the only lakes in the world
that are great.
That are, first of all, they're the biggest lakes in the world. The only reason that they are not that they don't qualify as inland seas is because they are actually just 100% freshwater. There's no salt water to them. Whereas if there was any amount of salt water,
full of salt.
They're way bigger than lakes. They can't even be counted as lakes. They are an inland sea. So they act like oceans, especially Lake Superior.
They're like an imposter.
It's fucking huge, and it acts like oceans. So there's a lake surfing culture in Canada, which is
lurfing.
Believe it or not, more popular in the middle of winter.
Really,
and it's called ice bearding.
That's sick.
And it's dudes that will go out, they grow big beards, and they'll go out in wetsuits and they'll surf. And when they come back in, their beard
is frozen.
Is just a huge ice beard. And that's what, that's fucking crazy. I know a guy, actually I had a guy on a podcast that I had years and years ago, a musician that also did ice bearding and winter surfing.
I just did a long exhale into the mic. My bad. I didn't
even catch it. You're all good.
Have you ever gone paddleboarding?
I have.
Because that's the closest I've ever gotten to surfing, and that shit is so relaxing. I love just going out into the like you because you're standing on it. It's really hard. I think it's really hard to fall off a paddleboard. Just stand there and you'll be okay.
The closest thing that I've ever come to surfing is I've skimboarded before. At my cottage. So that's basically
board on some skim milk.
Exactly. You board on some skim milk.
Yeah, you've nailed it exactly.
But skimboarding is also something that I think should be added to the Olympic.
Ball. Yeah, I don't know if that's how it's actually pronounced.
Bocce, yeah. You completely botched it, dude.
Shit.
Fuck.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Outside, inside, da da da. I forget the fucking words. Pop it up, pop, 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 pop. Scoopity, pop, pop, scoopity, pop. Doodly, pop, pop, scoopity, pop, pop. Scoopity, bitty, pop, pop, doodly, pop. Pop, doo, pop, doo, pop, ski, pop, doo, pop, bitty, pop, pop, scoopity, bitty, pop. This episode's brought to you by Scat. That's it.
Welcome back. Again, was not a real sponsor, but it could be if you sponsor us.
Your sponsorship here. It only costs $2,000 an hour.
It only costs $9,986,000. That's how many it costs
to get
on the show.
I'm glad that we finish each other's
statements.
Sandwiches.
You know, it's crazy what we finish each other's things. We say,
lists.
fuck. I love getting that wrong. I will always say, when people say we finish each other's, I will always say statements because no one says statements. And it's so funny to me. Because again, stupid, I really love stupid shit.
Dude,
dumb fucking stuff makes me laugh.
Dude, me too, man.
That's why shit like I hardly know. Like
that's why I follow American politics.
Hey-o. Oh, zinger.
Fucking roasted.
Zingbot from Big Brother. Do you know Zingbot?
Zingbot?
Yeah. In the American Big Brother, they would always have, it was one of the best parts of the show. It's definitely a dude in costume. It's not a real robot, but they've always had Zingbot come out, and he just roasts the house guests, and he's got like this high-pitched voice, so he'll just be like, oh, this person fucking sucks. Zing!
Zing! That's a zinger, Zingbot.
Yeah. You just got kid.
You just got zinged.
So let's rank the Olympic sports now. I honestly, the thing is, I love all these. Me too. It's the alternate. It's almost like the opposite effect of when we did zodiac signs. Yeah. Zodiac signs, I didn't give a fuck about any of them. So I was just like, we can put them anywhere. Again, it's not that I I wouldn't say I don't believe in those, but I'm definitely not. I wouldn't say I do either.
Dude, the Zodiac took out so many people in the 60s. I believe in it so. Yeah.
That's true. Batman would have got him.
Did you hear that they just found out who the Zodiac killer was, and he's dead?
I heard that they think they found.
I'm pretty sure they could. I'm pretty sure the FBI confirmed it because it was like a university that cracked the code. And then they found it. Then the FBI confirmed it. They were like, "Yeah, pretty sure you guys got it." And then they searched the person up, and they're like, "Yeah, this guy's been dead for 10 years." It's just like you can't even. You know how shit that must feel to like the FBI being like, "Oh my god, we did it. We put him in the system. Search him up. We got to get this guy. We got to get this. Oh, no, he's dead. All right." Well, move on, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Should we
serial
say
killer
something
that we
about
didn't-
those pictures of spaceships we put out in Schwinn? Nah. Let's,
Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
yeah, and we just glossed over it.
Yeah,
because
the
so
fact
much
that
was
the
happening.
U.S. Navy was just like, oh yeah, by the
Here's a
way,
spaceship.
UFOs. Yeah, these exist.
And the fact
but
that it was so-
pandemic, pa!
Yeah, no, and the I think it was the Amazon was on fire and
Amazon was on
Notre
fire.
Dame burnt down.
I'm pretty sure they were the ones. I'm pretty sure it was the U.S. Navy that released the killer bees.
In the Navy,
killer hornets.
we're
Pretty sure they did
releasing
that.
the bees.
Dude,
in the Navy.
I went back home the other day, and I was just help my mom out with some yard work, as you do as a young adult. If you don't
Yes,
help,
as
your,
you do
yeah,
as a
help your
young man.
parents.
There's two references to what's the band that sings that? Oh my god.
YMCA.
Yeah, that's not the band. That's the song.
Men in tights.
No.
Men at work.
Yeah, nope. That's they do Land Down Under, that one.
Working man.
What is the Village People? It's
That
Village
was
People.
close.
Well, you got a real band, right? But they do the I come from a land down under.
They call me the working man.
That's
That's what that reminds me of. When we're all over the place with the music.
What I was gonna say about this list is that it's like I do like all of them pretty equally. So I'm kind of open
Yeah.
to anything going anywhere more or less. There's
Okay,
some that I
cool.
think should-
My list on there. Done. Slap it.
I would say for mine, I don't want to put shooting on there at all, or golf, honestly.
Cool. No shooting or golf. What can I sacrifice off mine?
I think table tennis should be top 3, but I'm not.
Cool.
I feel like I think probably the one we could probably agree on the most because it was your number 3 and it was my number 2 was beach volleyball. So we want to put beach volleyball at 1.
Yeah.
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 I'm cool with that.
Give her. Give her hell.
I'm giving her all she's got, Cotton. Beach. Oh, what the fuck? That's not a V. There's a V. Do you remember that Vine? Like, my name is Michael with a B, and I've been terrified of insects my whole life. Where's the B? There's a B.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, for me, table tennis is kind of giving 3, which is pretty crazy. What?
Hi!
Your school is whack.
It's so fucking. It's so dumb. Number 2.
Skateboarding, I also feel like we should put that in top 3. What was your number 1 again?
Number 1
Surfing?
was surfing.
I feel like surfing, because I had it at 7. I
Yeah.
feel like we could probably level it
can
out
go
at
like
like
5 or 4, somewhere in
5 or
there,
4.
yeah.
I'll put it at 4. I can get on
4
board with
works,
it.
dude.
Let's do. What if we did surfing and then we did table tennis and then we did skateboarding?
Yep.
Table. Oh wow.
Tennis, but on a table.
Yes, exactly. They've perfected it. They're like tennis. Let's localize it on a table, and then
Yeah.
we've fixed the problem. I also feel like soccer fields are too big. Hot take: soccer fields, make them smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
The action and the amount of points per game. And
Imagine sitting behind one of those nets. Oi! What the fuck's going on the other
I
side?
didn't wear my glasses. I can't see. I didn't wear my spectacles.
Mate. What? Who's got the ball?
What do we want? Shorter fields. When do we want them? Now. And
Not
then-
immediately.
like sooner rather than later, please. Skateboarding. Can you imagine how different the like words would look if a lowercase g was just like the capital one but smaller?
Could you imagine if it was a skateboard?
Scatboard. Have you ever heard Scatman slowed down on YouTube? They just take Scatman and they just slow him down, so it's just like skibbity bop dee bop bop boop bop dee bop bop.
I haven't heard that.
Google it. That was a spot on impression. You cannot tell me that is not exactly how slowed down Scatman sounds.
Fun fact: Nick doesn't know the sponsor of the episode, so this is even better.
Were you scatting?
The sponsor of the episode is just scat.
Let me tell you how it will be.
I was trying to think of something, and so I was on my phone, and I was just sitting there whispering in the mic, like, just like
elevator.
I put my phone down, and I'm just like, this episode is brought to you by Scat. That's it.
Scat. It's skating, but with one less letter. I think archery should be here.
Let's do archery at like 8. Does that feel fair? Yeah. Because it feels like it's
Did
cool.
I spell that right? I'm so worried of
You did.
spelling something wrong
You
on
did
this
indeed.
show. Okay, I have
Fun
water
fact, I
polo.
come from a family of archers.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the show Archer on Adult Swim. It's with the guy from Bob's Burgers. It's like a spy show. It's animated. It's an adult animated show. Number 5.
I knew what you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't care.
I was just non-verbally gaslighting you.
Football should be on here somewhere. I'm thinking. I don't.
Like soccer?
Soccer. Yes.
Soccer? Let's do number 5. I feel like it's a top 5 sport.
I feel like we have to. I feel
Footy?
I feel like people would be quite upset if we didn't.
Have you ever seen that? It's a wonderful day in the life of a true British geezer, and he's like, drop the kids off at school, go for a pint with the lads, little bit of footy in it.
Oh, I think I have.
And it's like, me wife made me dinner. Wonderful.
I was at work the other day, and these customers came up to me and they're like, "We're from the UK. We don't know too much about this store." And I was like, I was sitting there. I was like, I really want to respond in a British accent, and I really want to try and see if they'll notice. But if they did notice and they thought I was making fun of them, I was like, that could hurt my job. And I really want to like, if I really try to speak with a British accent, does it sound believable?
It was fucking crazy. I had people come in the other day too, with British accent. They came in. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're in Toronto. It's I visited before, but it's been a while. I think it's the kids' first time. Da da da." And I'm like, "Oh my god, like this is so cool." I was like, "I noticed the accent. Where are you guys from?" They're like, "Fort Lauderdale." And I'm like, "All right, never mind." It's like, how the fuck are you from Florida? What are you on about? How are you all from Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
He's like, "I'm from Fort Lauderdale," and I'm like, "Oh, all right."
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, yeah. Where'd you get the
Michigan
accent?
rummy. I'm from the card game.
Yeah.
So we've got 6, 7. We've done 8. Oh fuck! Like I wanted to do something with 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
We have to do that compilation of us breaking out in a song.
Oh, for sure.
Song and dance, actually.
Yeah, animal crackers in my soup. I think I used that as a title. I think
You
that
did.
was
Animal Rankings in my soup.
Yeah, and I also I don't know if
was-
that was in this one or the one when we didn't have the audio rolling, but I also said the best part of waking up is rankings in your cup, and I'm pretty sure I used that for breakfast foods as the title. That's the Folgers thing. The best part of waking up
I think you
is
said-
Folgers in your cup.
You didn't use cup, though. You
Was
said
it feed?
rankings in your feed. Yeah.
I'll probably go back and change that one. I'm probably going to go back and change that one. I'm also probably going to go back and change star signs to zodiac signs because I don't think people all know star signs for sure what that is. Because I said that to someone and they're like, star signs, what's that?
Fuck's a
I know,
star sign?
I know my sun sign.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, so it's like maybe zodiac signs is the more
Zodiac might be better, yeah.
might be the more
Maybe
proper
that's
word.
why nobody fucking watched it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's our issue.
There's a star.
Maybe that's why you guys don't like us anymore.
I don't like me. I just didn't know you did too.
It's okay. My mom never watched anyways, so it didn't matter to me.
I want water polo on here because of the penalty box.
Yeah, fuck it. Dude, number 6, water polo. Fuck, I'm so down. I'm down with all this. As I said, I love all these sports. These are all fun.
Water polo.
Let's put one of the artistics in there.
yes,
Artistic gym
yes.
or swimming. Which one do you think more?
I think I would probably go with the gym.
Yeah,
one
let's do that.
over
Let's
the
do that.
swimming.
There's just more there's more to that. There's more like actual like sub sports.
Art gym.
Yeah.
Art gym.
I also have diving on my list.
You have diving?
Diving, BMX racing, handball, sport climbing. Fuck, sport climbing needs to be on here. Let's do that number 9.
Yeah.
Sport climbing.
Wow, we really nerfed it because we both had it very high, but I also don't want to go
I
back.
had it at number 6.
I had it at 3.
I can agree with it being worse than all of these, though.
Yeah. No, I'm not like
It's
gonna
cool,
lose
but it's
sleep
like it's
over
a
it.
6-second sport.
So the only one left on here that I have that I'm like, this should be on here, but also like I don't really care if you have one that I like more.
Yeah.
I have boxing.
Boxing. Okay, what's left on my list is diving, BMX
I don't hate
racing,
diving.
and handball.
I feel like for me it's between diving, boxing, and handball.
I say we go diving.
Yeah,
It's cool.
man. Yeah.
We don't have anything really watery,
Yeah.
like swimming-esque, other than water polo.
And surfing, right? We have surfing. On
We
here.
have surfing, but
Yes.
that's not in the like the swimming side of things.
Yeah, because if you're swimming in the surfing event, then you done fucked up.
Yeah, you done fucked up.
Wow. Okay. This is an interesting list, but it feels very. This is what I like with the Olympics is that it's just like here's everything.
Yeah. All right. Let's run them off. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Sure.
You want to go?
We
You can give her.
We can rattle off.
Rattle
Jumping off at number 10, we have the diving.
That was a bit of a reach, just like me reaching for this next spot in climbing. Sport climbing.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a nice shot. That what you just did for number 9, which brings us to number 8. It was archery.
And you know what? I kind of like the way you did that. It was a little bit artistic. It was kind of cool. Like artistic gymnastics at number 7.
Yes, and I was sitting there being like, "Oh, what are you gonna do to get to that one?" I was like, "Oh shit," because like you're doing that all by yourself. You're riding a little polo there. So because that rhymes with solo. Number 6 is water polo.
Dude, if you keep making these jokes, I'm gonna have to kick you. Something like football, which is sitting in at number 5.
Oh my god! And you know what? Circling it back to what we were talking about earlier, if everybody had an ocean across the USA. Number 4 surfing. I don't know what they say. I just know it's just gibberish.
I'm glad. I'm happy you put that song out on the table. Table tennis, number 3.
Wow. And number 2 is skateboarding.
And number 1, beach
volley. I'm setting you up.
Nobody take those out of context, please.
I'm setting you up. Number 1. Beach volleyball. Nailed it. That was incredible. That was so good.
It like kind of was by the end. We wrapped it around, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. We made the play.
Exactly. We saved
We'd
it.
be a good beach volleyball team.
I think so.
We should. Now that you guys should tell us. Do you guys want to see us do things now that you can't watch Cody Ko and Noel Miller? Because they're weird. Well, Cody Ko's weird at least.
Yeah, and
dude,
there's
you
an
know how
awful
sad
lot of
that is,
silence.
man.
Yeah.
You know how sad that is.
It's so easy to not talk to minors. It's so easy.
Yeah. It's actually really simple.
Yeah.
You just talk to people your own fucking age. I don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand that
At
shit.
25,
and you know what?
dude.
Dude.
At 25.
Dude. Oh my god.
That's a quarter of a century.
I can't tell you guys how much this fucking pains me, because one of my entire reasons for getting into content was Tiny Meat Gang, TMG, Cody Ko was who I started watching first, and then I got into Noel. I can't fucking stand the fact that this happened. It pisses me off so much. And they're both Canadian, man. I mean,
it doesn't reflect
nothing's come out about Noel, obviously. So
but
I'll
his
probably,
silence, his not acting
Yeah.
is an action.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I can't believe how many people are being outed as pedophiles recently.
yes.
Ava Tyson, Dr. Disrespect,
Cody
Ko, fucking insane. It is.
Yeah.
You're right. It is so easy to not talk to minors.
And these YouTubers and streamers keep fucking it up.
I don't understand how. How do you get to a point where you've made so much money where you're like, I'm going to use this money and this fame to manipulate children?
minors? Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking. Anyways,
Comment down below your favorite Olympics sport.
I don't state things like this often, but if you genuinely defend any of those people, you don't have to watch us. It's like I've seen a lot of people on the internet recently trying to defend their favorite, especially with Dr. Disrespect,
And especially with Cody Ko, because people don't like Tana, but it's like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't.
I don't like Tana either.
Yeah, no,
However,
exactly. She was 17, he was 25,
There's
and he was
no denying that.
and he was made aware
Yeah.
of the fact that allegedly
Yeah.
he was made aware of the fact that she was 17.
She also
And
she stated it so nonchalantly
Yeah.
on that pod. I don't know if you've seen the clip where
I've
she
seen many
releases
clips
it.
of her
where she just states it
She's been
so
saying it,
yeah.
and no one
Nobody listened.
cares.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It was only until Moist Critical came out and said something that everybody was like, "Oh, this is an
And
issue."
what's his name?
Oh, yeah. Because Moist Critical made a video on his. You're right. It was the other guy. It was
D'Angelo Wallace.
D'Angelo Wallace.
Yeah.
Dude, what a good internet journalist.
Yes.
He does so well. Shout out D'Angelo.
I have so many mosquito bites on my ankle, and I just keep itching them. Comment down below your favorite Olympic sport. Subscribe. Should have said that at the start. Well, shit.
Yeah, it's okay. People have stopped doing that too. It's all right.
We've been the Rank Kings.
We ranked many a thing.
We just ranked a thing. We just ranked a thing. Here comes the ending music, and we'll cut to black.